Hello and welcome to SusyBLiving's gardening, Moonphase gardening series. Hope you've had a good week. It's been very wet here this week, but a little bit milder than we had the week before, where we had quite a lot of snow. So I'm not too bothered about that. I've been able to get some jobs done. So I am going to now give you my schedule for the upcoming week, which is Monday the 11th of here's my notes. Just thought I'd show you that I do have notes. Monday the 11th of December until Sunday the 17th of December. And yeah, we're getting closer to you know what. But I am still sowing. This is going to be my last lot of sowing for December. So Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday morning are all leaves days, and I'm not finished my leaves sowing for the year yet. So I am going to sow some more. I've made my mind up. I'm going to sow some more Asian greens. The Asian greens that I have in the beds in the garden are doing really, really well. In fact, I'm going to put a little video over the top just to show you how well they're doing. And so they've withstood snow, frost. I have got them covered with a polythene cover, which is fine. So I'm going to plant some more because these are going to be finished. Once I finish these, then I've got nothing left. So I am going to do some more, and I'm going to do 3 in particular. I am going to do my favorite, which is the tatsoi. That does really well in the garden. So now I'm going to do 20 of each of these, okay? So tatsoi I'm going to do the red pak choi, which is really doing well. I mean, the slugs and snails are enjoying it as well, but it's doing really well. So I'm going to do that. And I'm going to add to the mix some Komatsuna. This is a variety called Old Tokyo that I got free seeds when I did an order with Baker Creek Seeds. And I love Komatsuna. It grows a little bit like perpetual spinach, but it's a brassica. So, and it does really well in this weather as well. So 20 of each of those I am going to do for my Asian greens. The other thing I am going to do, my last sowing for the year, is lettuce. And I am only going to do 10 of each of these lettuces. I just want to show you this lettuce here. I sowed on the 2nd of December. And look how nice it's doing. So these are the Salanova. That's why they're so kind of equally spread. These are the ones that have got the pelleted seeds. I've got another tray like this in now I've got these under lights, okay? Just remember, these are under lights. So, but there's no heat. So if you could do these on a windowsill in a very warm room, they will come up. No heat at all. They need I would say they need about 15 degrees Celsius to be able to germinate like this. Like I said, I've got another tray like this. And then what I do from here is I then just prick them out and put them in cells. So that's my 2nd of December. That was my other leaves day. So they've all come up. I am now going to do another sowing of lettuce, and these lettuce are the favorite lettuce that I'm going to then have for spring. I've got these ones which are really nice, the Salanova, but these are my real favorite lettuce. The first 2 are the Bionda, and these are like Lolo Rosso, but that's the green variety. I'm going to be doing 10 of each, even though there's like thousands of seeds in these packets. The next one is my favorite of all favorites, which is this oak leaf, which is Navara. That one as well. I'm going to have to get more seeds of that. And this is flashy butter oak. Look, I grow this all the time. It is so temperamental. Sometimes it doesn't germinate. Sometimes it rots a little bit, but I love it so much that I just keep sowing it because it is a great lettuce. And the last one is the Batavian lettuce, the Maravilla de Verano. So again, I am going to be doing 10 of each of those. So transplanting, I have some little lettuce in cells. You will get used to this with me. I've got lettuce on the go all the time because we are self-sufficient all year round with lettuce. So I've got some little seedlings in little modules out in my big greenhouse. They will be, I'll take those out and put them into 9cm pots, and they will sit in those pots until they are ready to go somewhere. Maybe in the garden, maybe in the veggie pods, but as soon as a space comes up and they are ready, they will go in, so that we always have this rotation of lettuce going. Weeding and maintenance, I'm going to be looking at my Asian greens. I've got a bed of those. I had a look the other day and I did a little bit of weeding because in between them I have spring onions. So whenever like a root stay or a leaf, spring onions actually leaves as well, whenever that comes up, I weed them, and they were looking really, really good. I've got a bed of chard. The chard got hit a little bit by the frost. So what I'm going to do is all the outer leaves that have all flopped, I will be taking those off and let the centers grow. I have another polythene cover I've just got for my bed that will go on that one. What have I got? Kale, keep an eye on the kale as well. I've got a bed of Cavolo on the allotment, and here I have the dwarf curly and some scarlet still kale, and any lettuce. Weeding and maintenance. Harvesting as and whenever I want to harvest. If I feel like harvesting something, then I will harvest it. And there's no feeding, but any little seedlings that I've got in the greenhouse, I will water. So that is the leaves days. All right, now we move on to Wednesday the 13th in the afternoon and Thursday the 14th of December. Both of those are fruits days. Okay, so I have actually sown my fruits already because I'm going to be away for those days. So I'm going to just show you. First of all, let me tell you what you can sow. So the first thing is you can still do a sowing of an early pea. I have chosen this pea called Meteor because it is very fast to grow. It's a spring sown variety anyhow, but you can also overwinter it in autumn. So I've already sown them. I have sown 24 of these, 24 cells with 2 seeds per cell. They haven't come up yet because I only did it on Monday because that was a fruits day this week. And so I'm done with that. But if you want to, you can get these peas in. With these peas, I'm planning then on growing them inside in the greenhouse because I want an extra early crop. I don't normally overwinter autumn sown peas because I find that my spring peas grow just as fast outside, but these are going to be inside, so I'm hoping to get a better crop from them. The other thing that you can sow now if you want to, which a lot of people are quite surprised about, is you can sow chilies and peppers now. I always sow my chilies and peppers in January. I get a very good harvest, very good yield from them. And so for me, I just thought, well, why don't I come a month earlier? What difference is it for me sowing them in January than sowing them now? The only difference is that they will have germinated faster, which is a bonus in my opinion. I'm hoping to get fruit from this in June. We'll see about that. This is how I sow. Actually, let me tell you what varieties first I'm sowing or have sown. The chilies that I've sown a jalapeno, so I've done that. The other one that I like to do at this time of year is called Anaheim. This is a kind of long chili. You can eat it green or you can eat it red. It needs quite a long season, but you get quite a lot from them. They're a fabulous thing because you can grill them, you can stuff them, you can put them on the barbecue. They're absolutely fantastic. So I always make sure that I have those. For my peppers, And this year I had the most amazing harvest of peppers. I am going to try some new ones this coming year for 2024. One that I'm going to stay with is one called Long Yellow Ringo. It is a long pepper, and it when it matures it's yellow, and it is absolutely delicious. So I'm doing those. And then the other ones, these ones are new. There's one called Bright Star. It's an F1. It's an orange variety. One called Akron, which is an F1. Nice red pepper, thick skin. I have grown this one before. And another one that I haven't grown before called Lemon Dream, and that's a little yellow one. So I'll show you how I sow my peppers. There. I get some kitchen towel. I put them in the bottom of this see-through container. I wet the kitchen towel. Then I just place all the seeds on top of this wet kitchen towel, as you can see. And then I put these little plastic things are from a plastic container, the lid of a plastic container that I just chopped up. Make sure they fit into this container, and I write the varieties on them. The variety gets written underneath the actual seed. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 varieties in this tiny little container. I've got quite a few seeds, on average about 6. I'm not going to use 6, definitely. And this is how I pre-germinate my pepper seeds. I've done it for a few years now, and then this goes with the lid on top because it needs to stay humid. Sometimes I close the lid completely, other times I don't. I just leave a corner open like this, and this goes on heat. So I've got a heated propagator, and I put that inside the heated propagator. You can put it on top of if you've got like a shelving unit over your radiators, you can put it up there, but it needs really to be quite warm. If you've got a situation like a really, really warm room, it will work there as well, but they might take quite a long time to germinate. And then if they don't germinate, they could rot. So but this saves all the palaver of putting your compost in modules, planting these things, and then them never coming up. I do find that my rate of germination works really, really fast when I do this, and it's normally 100%. I mean, last year I had some quite unusual varieties of chillies, and I wanted to, get at least one plant. And unfortunately, but I would get like 10 seeds that would germinate, and you know what it's like. You don't want to kind of throw things out. So that's that. I'm expecting some movement. I planted these again on Monday, so this last Monday. So I'm expecting, they normally take about 2 weeks to germinate, but I might get some movement this week with the fruits days. So that's my peppers already done. And like I said, I only did them really because I'm going away for a couple of days this week. So that is the peppers. So transplanting, I've got no transplanting for fruits, no weeding and maintenance, nothing really. I've just went over to the allotment today just to have a look because I hadn't been over for a couple of days. My broad beans are coming up nicely, so that's good. Over there, the broad beans are doing really well in the greenhouse that I've got in pots. So yeah, all good. All the chillies are picked now. The chillies are finished. They're all out of the greenhouse and gone. And yeah, that's great. That's it. The only thing that I need to water, I'm not feeding anything, is I'm just going to have a look at the broad beans in the greenhouse. They might need a water. So that's fruits days. Then on Friday, and let me just have a quick look here. Yes, Friday and Saturday, the 15th and the 16th of December are both unfavourable days. It is what they call a perigee. That means that the moon is furthest away from the earth. So there's no activity, there's no kind of energy happening at the time. So it just doesn't really work for planting and sowing or doing anything like that. So on favourable days, I do nothing. So I will be getting festive. That's what I'm going to be doing on Friday and Saturday. Oh dear. Sunday, we have a funny old day because from 8 o'clock till 1 o'clock, we've got roots again. It's very small time frame. And then we go from 2 o'clock onwards is flowers. So Sunday, I mean, if you want to do anything on the Sunday, then think of it as morning, you can do roots. So if you didn't sow your onions that you wanted to sow, I sowed this week, Roots Day, I sowed some store-on onions and I did them in a big thing, 40, I think I've got 60 cells, and I did 2 seeds per cell because I want those onions, the store-on. But if you want to do any other kind of onions, you can do that on Sunday morning. That's all really with sowing for roots. Also just check your roots, check if you've got things like leeks, garlic, check if the garlic is moving, if it's starting to come up. I also look at, in my veggie pods, I've got turnips, I've got winter radish, and I just check all of that stuff. And then in the afternoon, it's flowers. So you can check, you know, if you've got perennials to sort out, or weeding the flowers is fine. I've got some calabres, so I've got some broccoli calabres, and I've got some graffiti cauliflowers, which are the purple cauliflowers, and they're doing really well in 9-centimeter pots. So I'll just check those out, make sure nothing's eating them, and yeah, and that's your week. There we have it. All right, so everything's clear. If it's not, let me know below. And yeah, happy gardening. And like I said, this is it. This week is it for sowing. For me, I wanted to get it out of the way before the whole Christmas thing. And then I start again at the beginning of January. It gets a little bit busy again at January because I start sowing things like more leaf brassicas. I do carrots. Oh, I wanted to tell you, you know, I sowed some carrots in troughs in the greenhouse, in my big greenhouse, and I've had no germination. So I think I waited too late, or the weather just got too cold, so I haven't had any germination at all. I'm going to bring the troughs inside, just into my laundry, into my utility room. If there's any movement, great. If not, it doesn't matter, because like I said, in January I start sowing carrots anyhow, and I will germinate them inside and then take them outside. Yeah, that's it. So thank you for watching, and my name's Susie B from SusyBLiving. If you're an Instagrammer and you want to know a little bit more about Moonphase gardening, then I am doing a live with another Instagrammer from America, and we're going to be doing a live on Tuesday night, this coming Tuesday, which is the 12th at 7 p.m. GMT time. So if you are interested, we're having a little chat about things, and yeah, about how she does it and how I do it. So I will see you next Sunday for your next update, which won't be a great deal because we're getting into Christmas time, but it'll just be checking things. I'll show you the progress of all my seedlings, and yeah, have a good week. Thumbs up if you like my videos, and subscribe, because before you know it, springtime will be here. I'll see you later. Bye.